is so bad. I'm gonna win this round. I'm confident. They're never gonna notice yet.
Austyn's a and DLR. London City Airport.
Welcome back to the finale of our 3-round hide-and-seek game across all of London. If you haven't watched the first 2 videos, they're linked in the description. So, how do we play? The hider gets an hour and a half to choose any station within this map area and must stay within 500 meters of that station. The seekers then have a list of questions from 6 categories I will explain later that they can ask to narrow down the map and eventually find the hider. However, depending on the category of the question, the hider draws cards from the deck, and these cards can force the seekers to do random things, and generally make things harder for the seekers. After the seekers enter the hider's station, the hider can no longer move until the seekers find them or leave. In the last video, we found both Efe and Philip. Efe, with a time of 4 hours and 45 minutes, is in first place, and Philip, with a respectable 2 hours and 18 minutes, currently holds second place. But now it is my turn to hide. I've chosen to hide at London City Airport. And look, I know Sam tried this and it went horrible for him, but I'm confident that I can survive 5 hours and beat Efe. The question is, can Efe and Philip find me before I win the game? Let's find out.
Right, so it's 12:30 and we've officially been released, and now we're going to find Austyn.
The seekers are going to start their day from Paddington Library. If it's that question about the platform, I think that's the most dangerous question, mostly because of how that question, it exposed Philip, and we also used it to track down Efe. I feel like that would be quite a bad question for me. I hope I can draw a veto or something.
So we've asked our first question, which is your nearest commercial airport the same as my nearest commercial airport? It's draw 3 pick 1, so it's quite risky, but our nearest is London City, so if it is matching, then we'll be able to cut off West London, because Heathrow won't be the possibility. No Heathrow, no Gatwick, no Luton. And then we know it's Central London, East London. Still quite a big area, but it cuts off quite a bit of our map.
Efe and Philip have just asked a question, which is arguably the most fundamental part of the game. Without these, the seekers would definitely not be able to find the hider. The questions are split up into 6 categories. Matching, which includes questions asking if something that is closest to the seekers is also the closest to the hider. For example, a matching question the seekers can ask is if they are on the same line as the hider. Next, there's measuring. Measuring is almost the same as matching, but instead of asking whether the hider is closest to the same thing, the seekers ask if they are closer or further from something. This could be a body of water, a mountain, and many other things. The third category is thermometers. This is where the seekers travel 1, 5 or 15 kilometers to see if they're now closer or further from the hider. There's also radar questions, which the seekers ask the hider if they're within a certain distance from them. Next, we have the most risky question category, tentacles. These questions are radar, and if the hider is within the radar, the seekers pick a category. For example, if they pick zoos, then the hider has to say which zoo within that radar they are closest to. However, the reward for answering one of these questions is very high, allowing the hider to draw 4 cards and pick 2 of them to keep, making it a high-risk, high-reward question. Finally, there are photos. These are extremely cheap questions, forcing the hider to draw only 1 card, but the photo could include important clues for the seekers to use to put to their advantage, so the hider has to be very careful with these. If the seekers use these questions well, they could find the hider quickly, only asking very few questions. They've asked their first question, and that is, they asked, is my closest airport the same as theirs? And look, I mean, you can't see the airport, but you know where I am. So, okay. Their closest airport is also London City. I'm just gonna spend a while thinking and then say yes, because I don't want to draw any attention to it. We have a draw 3 pick 1. It's draw 3 cards and pick 1 of them. So the first one will be, oh, veto. That's really good. Oh my god. And then Curse of the Bird Guide. They have to full ride for 15 minutes. And then Curse of the Distance Cuisine. You know, I probably could do that in London City Airport if I had a flight, but I don't know. I'm gonna take the veto. So that is a really good start. So I can veto the platform question.
Austyn's nearest airport is London City Airport. It matches with ours, which means he's not in West London, not in the far South London. He's probably somewhere around East London, so that's helped us quite a bit.
We're gonna go back to the airport, inside the actual airport, and we're gonna try and find like something to eat for lunch because it's 12:30 right now. Oh, and you can hear the planes in the distance. I can't see it. Personally, I think we're winning today. That is my honest opinion. Let's do this.
We've cut off quite a decent part of West London, and our next question will be a photo. It will be, which one? Any building visible from Station Source? Wait, which one? Oh, train platform.
Yeah, because then we can see where it's like underground.
Yeah.
And then like the type of...
Yeah, okay, we're going to do train platform. It's a 2 metre by 2 metre section with 3 distinct elements, and the cost is you're going to draw one.
I'm using this. This is like the question I wanted to avoid. We're using this.
So, big news coming to you from Royal Oak. He vetoed the question. He vetoed the train platform question, which means he's avoiding it. So that's risky, and it also means we can't ask it again. So that is annoying. We're starting a 5 kilometre thermometer from Bayswater to Clapham Junction. Then we'll be able to see if he's in North or South London.
I just got like lunch, and before it goes into video in the airport, because there's so many people, and they all start staring at me, so it's kind of dodgy. It's just dodgy when there's anyone around. Guys, they are walking to Bayswater. I don't know, maybe they're gonna try and go south again. Maybe they're gonna, I think if they're going to Bayswater, they're probably going south. That's probably what they're doing. And you know what? Going south would probably be a good idea. Because maybe they think I'm south, I don't know. They might think I'm in like Beddington Lane again. That would be a smart bet. Very smart. Because then they get stranded in Beddington Lane. And that'd be good. Because the trams only run like once every 10 minutes. There's only a few stations they can get to in the trams area that can get to the other parts of London, like here. So I'm just gonna eat my lunch.
Okay.
I feel like it is smart though. Maybe they're gonna try and cut the map north or south, and that is a smart bet. Credit to them. Because I have to answer anyway because I used the veto, and that veto was well used in my opinion. Because if I didn't use that veto, they would have gone with the station platform, which was arguably in this round. In this game, it's been like the most useful question. It got FA's hiding spot, it got Philip's hiding spot. I mean, it's got Philip's station, it got FA's station, and that question is not gonna be get my station. Next to the airport, there are all these like industrial buildings, so I can't really hide next to the river because there's so many industrial buildings, and there's the airport over there as well. My hiding spot consists of those buildings over there and the airport over there, so it's not a very good hiding zone, but I think we will be able to find something.
So we're going to come into Clapham Junction and end the 5 kilometre thermometer, but we need to figure out what question we're going to ask. And we'll probably do matching, draw through, pick one, transit line, southern, because then we know if he's not on southern that he's in East London.
I Let's see if there's good hiding spots up this way. What's this? I'm gonna go here.
If we're hotter to him, I'd like to explain this. If we go to Clapham Junction and we're hotter, that means he's in South London or South East. Then we can narrow it down even more by doing Transit Line Southern. So we can narrow it down and so you'll find that he's in South East or South or Southern. But if he's in North London, as in if our thermometer gets colder, then that's going to be difficult. We're at Clapham Junction now. We're going to end the 5 kilometre thermometer at Clapham Junction.
Guys, they're in Clapham Junction. I think he's stuck in like South London somewhere. And I'm just here. Alright, so this is where I'm at. We have reached some sort of dead end. I don't think that's a good place to hide because they're probably going to find me over there because that's like a big one. I didn't use that. That just didn't exist. But it had to exist.
So 5 kilometres, let's see how we did.
Seekers have ended their thermometer. And thank you, I think, for it, because you ended it at Clapham Junction, which is closer to me where I was. And now they're going to think I'm south of the river, but I'm not. I'm north of the river. Take that, guys. It's been like an hour, but they still haven't come out towards me. They'll probably know that I'm on the DMR. Since they've gone south of the river, it's Saga and East. There's not many river crossings. And that is really helpful. We're now crossing these tracks. This isn't my stop, but we're just crossing the track. There's not many track crossings, so this is the only one in my zone. You also pick one, and so the first card is 12-minute time, but that's pretty good for the end. And the second one is Cousin's Egg Pond. And the cousin has to discard the card. Okay, let's get Cousin the Egg Pond. They do have to get an egg for that. It would also mean a 45-minute thing if they crack the egg.
So, we're at Clapham Junction. We came from Bayswater, and it turns out we are now hotter to Austyn. So now we've narrowed it down to South London and South East London. And you can't really be in East London, really, because of the Bayswater thing. That's cut off a lot of areas around Barking. So now we've narrowed it down quite a bit, and what we're going to do now, as you can see, these are the southern platforms. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask him, is his transit line southern? Is southern his transit line? Are our transit lines matching? And if it is, that means he will definitely be in South London, maybe around Streatham, Croydon, Crystal Palace, around there. And that means we can start getting closer. If he's not, that means he's probably on South Eastern. So that's the plan.
Alright, they've asked the next question. They're trying to match the line. They're asking if I'm in the southern, which is providential area. I'm not in the southern. My closest line is actually like the Elizabeth line. It's actually the Elizabeth line, which is right behind this wall. So no, my closest line is not the southern, and we're going to draw some cards for that. Yeah, we draw 3 tick 1, the matching transit line. First card is another meter. That's pretty good. Time bonus. I think we always get that. And a discard 1, draw 2. You know, I'm kind of done with. I can't really discard cards without making them do the egg corner one. So I'm gonna take another veto because I feel like that would be useful in like the end game maybe.
So his nearest line is not southern. It's not southern. So that means he's not at Southern Station, he's probably on South Eastern. It's a bit annoying for us because we have to go quite far now. But yeah.
They're still at Clapham Junction. You know what? We're gonna head back towards the airport. Maybe there's some good, like, airplane view from there. I have no clue, but maybe there is something cool. I'm gonna try and find maybe, cause like we have an option outside the airport, like really far away. We also need an option like really inside the airport, because why am I hiding at the airport then? Also, I'm kind of sorry, I haven't given you any plane footage, so I'm gonna try and do that now for you guys to see some cool planes. Yeah, it has been an hour and a half, and there are some junctions. So, too bad for you, effing for it. I'm gonna bridge. Okay, everyone's staring at me because I'm filming. I'm gonna cut to either them or when I get to my spot in the airport. Or me getting absolutely rejected and leaving the airport.
He's probably on Southeastern. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around to Peckham and we'll probably be down there, like around Southeastern territory. That's where he's most likely.
Turns out we did get kicked out of the airport. The good thing is they don't know me, so I don't really have to rush. Okay, so this is the airport here. I've walked down these things, and I've also gone around this area as well. Yeah, I don't know if I can get here. I'll probably go around here, maybe here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you guys the river, and maybe over here. I feel like let's go that way. Anyway, about the Seekers, I don't know what they're doing. They're like on the wrong side of the city. It's almost been like 2 hours, so I don't even know if they're gonna be able to get to East London. But, you know, they have like an hour and 45 minutes left to figure it out. It takes them hours, but maybe they'll start making some progress east. If they're gonna do anything, they have to start heading east, and they have to get north of the river. I'm gonna see if these cars here on Google Maps. They are on Google Maps. I'm also swimming north because it's a residential area and there are people that are living, and I don't want to disturb them. So they started coming east. I think they're probably gonna go south. They're gonna go southeast, and they're gonna get stuck in the part south of the river, because I think the thermometer they did excluded like everything except here. So once they know I'm north of the river, then they'll probably come here, and that will probably be GG's. I mean, technically this is like reclaimed land, or it's like an island or something in the river. There's like a dock. This is like surrounded on both sides, but it's surrounded on like both sides with water. And yeah, I don't really know if they're gonna go straight here or go further south. There's a bunch of birds. Where are the birds? Camera, where are the birds? Oh shit, I missed them. Oh wait, yeah, there are birds.
So, we're at Peckham Rye. And we don't know what we're going to do now. We still got quite a big area to cover. So, it's just quite difficult. So, we are a little stuck. But we've decided to do this one, 2 buildings. It's only a draw one, so it's not too bad. He doesn't get a choice. He just picks. But yeah, 2 buildings. When we'll see, this is our first actual photo question, so we'll see some proper evidence of where it is basically.
Ask for a photo of 2 buildings and send a photo of some generic houses. Let's say I have to see a video of the bottom and up to 4 stories, so I'm just going to do this. Okay, so I sent a photo of these 2 houses. Oh, there's a painting. Cool.
So he sent us the pictures and they look really average, like those houses. They're just like really average residential houses. So as you can see, very boring. But they do look not too old. So, I don't know. But it doesn't exactly help us much. So unless he pulls something really weird off, and if we get cursed really badly, then we won't find them today. I think we've got another maybe 2.5 hours left of the game day. I think we'll definitely at least be able to find this station. This is Peckham Rye. Maybe this is a station, we don't know.
Okay, for that we're gonna draw some cards. We're gonna draw 1 card, which should be helpful. It is the shuffle deck. We're gonna draw 1 card for that first question they asked. It's a 3-minute time limit, so I think what we have right now in our hand is veto and curse of the egg partner. So with curse of, I think we could discard both of these with curse of the egg partner. I just think that veto is really powerful. I don't think there's many like amazing questions they could ask right now. But that's probably my downfall. I think we're gonna do curse of the egg partner and discard both of those cards. I think that was risky because I have no cards left, but they do have to do that cards. I also think since I sent them the card, but there's a bit of loss in the background, I think they think I live like maybe a foresty area with like a few houses. But yeah, they've now got curse of the egg partner, and if they add up the cards now, they'll know I have no cards right now. So they do have to get an egg before asking another question.
Okay, so he's cursed us. And it is an egg curse, which means we have to carry a baby egg around with us and take care of it. Which is a bit annoying because we were going to take a train in 5 minutes, but now we've got to stay here a bit more. But yeah, let's get that egg, and then what we're going to do is, once we get the egg, our next question will be a 1 kilometer thermometer. 1 kilometer thermometer, and we're going to go east to Nunhead, Peckham Rye to Nunhead, and then that means we can cut off southwest London or southeast London. We already know he's not on southern. If we go east and it's colder, that means we already know he's not on southern. So that means we've narrowed it down quite a lot. He can only be at like one of like maybe 5-10 stations. That is district line from around Earl's Court down to Wimbledon, southwestern from Clapham Junction down to like Brains Park, Epsom direction. But basically then it will cut it down to a very small sliver. But yeah, I think that'll be quite useful. But anyway, we gotta get that egg. Tesco, this is gonna be our egg. We have 6 of them. Yeah, let's go. Alright guys, update. Been
still in Peckham Rye. I mean, they're in Peckham Rye. They've been there for like 15 minutes. I just sent them because of the egg partner, as you might know, and they're now going to Tesco, so that's cool.
Back at the station, gonna take the train to Nunhead, and then maybe we'll go to the ocean.
I hope that their egg breaks and dies. I think they will find me. They're in southeast. It takes them an hour to get to where I am right now. There's a cute cat there. Cats are cool, guys. Shout out that cat. Here's the deal. I don't really feel safe hiding in the underground. I don't really want to hide in the underground. I think hiding outside the airport is a much better option. And they're still an hour away. So, better get moving. They've currently gone south and a bit east. They're like the same distance away from me. Because they should have really been south. In my opinion, they were close. They didn't really win anything. They kind of just... I feel like that question was bad for them. And they shouldn't have asked that question because that question has caused them to remain the same distance away from me as they have been the whole game. Yeah, they were now away at Clapham Junction. They said, well, they should have gone straight east, but I guess they sort of survived. They lost 4 questions. The commercial airport goes have 2 buildings with the same transit line. Obviously, my nearest transit line should have been the GLR, but I was standing right next to the Elizabeth line, so that would have been my nearest transit. Yeah, look. That's the difference. I see Elizabeth line here. I don't know if I'm going to get here on time. What would help is if I could get another car, maybe like a randomized question or something.
Austyn could still be in a lot of places. Still don't know, but there are eggs. So now there's 8 people.
Yeah, the 8 people on the team.
8 people, 8v1, we should be able to win. That means our IQ has like quadrupled. The eggs are quite smart. We asked them what 3 times 4 was. They said like 7 or something.
Yeah, that's really smart.
That's a really smart answer because they're thinking outside the box. So you get it? Because it's outside the egg carton. Anyway, we need to take very good care of them. We still haven't named all the eggs, but we will. And also we're going to take care of all 6 of them. Not just 1, all 6. Jetlag says that we only need to take care of 1 egg, but we got 6, so we'll take care of 6. We're not going to abandon 5, like throw them on the tracks. No, we don't egg people. Okay, anyway, let's get on the train. Guys, see this? We are carrying infants. So, we deserve this seat. Actually, give them a seat. Give them a proper seat.
Yeah.
There we go. They get a proper seat on the train. Yeah, we're going 1 stop. So we got the 1 kilometre thermometer starting here, Peckham Rye, and it will be 1 kilometre until our next stop, which is Nunhead. We got off the train at Nunhead with our ecstatic eggs.
What a funny joke.
The train was excellent.
I cracked off at that.
I was cracking jokes there. That's yolkulous. Okay, well, we're at Nunhead. Welcome to Nunhead, everyone.
They have just sent me from starting at Peckham Rye, and they finished it at this station called Nunhead. So we are closer to Nunhead. So Nunhead is like 7 kilometers away, like almost 8. Peckham Rye is like 9, almost 9. It's like 8.8. So let's just draw some cards now. So we're gonna draw 2 cards and we're gonna take 1. So we got a 3-minute time bonus, and cause the waterway. I'm gonna take the waterway question.
So the thermometer has ended. and we are closer. And we already knew he wasn't on Southern anyway, so that's quite obvious, let's be honest. But that does cut off a decent amount.
Yeah, with Cook, he could be anywhere basically.
Because of the Bayswater question, which the thermometer we have between Bayswater and Clapham Junction, we know that he's not north of the river. And now because of this question, we've also cut off a large amount of South London. So now the line, we know he's in South East London, and we know he's not west of Croydon, Crystal Palace, and he's not in Streatham. It's just South East London, around Bromley, Orpington, anywhere east of basically Croydon, that line.
Wait, why can't he be in Emerson Park?
Because of the Bayswater question.
No, wait.
Remember, we cut off North London with the Bayswater question, because then he will be close to Bayswater.
Thermometer.
Yeah, the thermometer, because then he will be close to Bayswater, but he said we're hotter when we got to Clapham Junction.
I walked down the road a bit. Oh, there's someone here apparently. We're gonna walk down this road a bit and see if we can find a few better hiding spots that are also across the train tracks, because there's only one crossing and it cuts the zone in half pretty much.
So we've done some thinking, and basically it's a bit difficult because what we're going to do is we're going to do matching line if he's on Southeastern basically, because if he's on Southeastern then we can confirm, but if he's not on Southeastern then we'll know either we went wrong somewhere or there's basically a really annoying slither around Barking. He could technically just be on the district line. Basically that sort of area, that sort of area evaded. We mostly cancel it out because of the Bayswater question, but because we were close to Clapham Junction, so we thought, oh yeah, South London. But he could technically be slightly close to Clapham Junction than Bayswater, even though he's north of the river. He could be close to Clapham Junction, so he's on the border sort of, if that makes sense. But what we're gonna do is, we're gonna ask if he's on Southeastern, and we think he is, but we just want to confirm. If he isn't, then that would be really helpful. If he is, then that doesn't help us much at all. But then I guess we can ask for another photo or something. We can be a bit more risky with cards because he's only giving us one curse, and he has maybe one card in his deck.
I don't think he has any.
He got, because we just did the thermometer, so he has one. So it should be alright, to be fair.
The sun's about to set and I cannot really hide in the airport because in order to actually get somewhere, I need to have a boarding pass, so that kind of sucks. It's 3:41, so that means it's been 3 hours and 11 minutes. It's what here? It's 12:30. And look, we've got 2 more hours to go. So, am I feeling good about this? I think I am. It is starting to get really boring though. I feel bad for FA. It is gonna get dark for the last hour and a bit of right. It gets darker in half an hour, so we have half an hour to explore the zone a bit more, and then we're gonna probably just sit in one place until either they find me or I win the game. I guess that's the state of the game right now. And they've asked a question, so I'm gonna check what that is.
Right, so the train is in 8 minutes, but what we're gonna do is 7 minutes now. Basically, we're gonna ask if he's in the same borough as us. If we go down here,
We have the exit spot, so we can't be too far.
if we cross that road there, that is the London Borough of Lewisham. And if we ask if he's in Lewisham, that's going to be a lot more helpful than because right now we're in Greenwich, but that's not very useful because we've already cancelled out a lot. We go now into Lewisham and ask the question, are you in the same borough as us? And we can find out if he's in Lewisham or not, which will be useful. So that's what we're doing, but it's quite tight because the train is in 5 minutes now. 4 minutes till the train. We're back in Southwark now, borough-wise that is.
They just asked whether I'm in the same borough as them, and I'm not. So, I'm in Newham. Alright, let's draw cards. So 1, 2, 3, Okay, so the real time is that.
So we're going to Lewisham. He replied, he's not in Lewisham, most likely not in Southwark. So we've narrowed it down to Greenwich, Bromley and Bexley. That is, we still have the weird district line sliver.
And the Emerson Park.
Yeah, the Emerson Park. So where do you think he's hiding?
I wonder. Emerson Park.
If we end up going to Bromley and we explore the entirety of South East London and we get it all wrong because he's at Emerson Park, then you heard it here first, and it's my fault, not Philip's. We're leaving Lewisham because he's not in the borough, so why should we stay here? We're going further east. So we're at Eltham. We're basically gone now. It's not looking very hopeful for us. We're in the middle of basically nowhere now.
We can take the bus.
Yeah, there's buses. We just got to ask more questions. We're just narrowing it down one by one. Narrow. I think there's still like maybe, I want to guess like 50 stations we could be at. 40?
I have to read this stuff because I negotiate so much.
I swear to God, Austyn's a and DLR on the city airport. Elton. Right, what are we gonna do now? Matching, maybe? Measuring. Can best be close to or farther from. We could do close to or farther from the river. Oh, that'd be good. Are you closer to the river or farther from the river? If he's closer to, that means he's definitely at Emerson Park. Or he could still be in like Greenwich.
Oh yeah.
But that means we know we should go towards the river. If he's not, then we can definitely cut off. Should we do that?
Should we do
I think we should do that. It's draw 3, pick 1, but I think it's definitely useful.
Yeah.
But I'm just worrying that we're just doing half-half. We're cutting off half the map, cutting off half the map. That's a bit boring. What else could we do? Thermometer we're not doing because we wasted both of them now, which is a bit annoying. Radar, what do we have? 1, 2, 5, 10. So we thought about doing, are you closer to or farther from the river? But that's not what we're going to do because that's draw 3, pick 1, so we're giving them too much choice. Instead, we're going to do a radar, which is draw 2, pick 1, so better. 5 kilometers. It's from around here to like Lewisham or Greenwich, sort of. 5 kilometers is quite big. If he is in that area, that'll be very good.
Yeah,
if he's not, then that'll be quite bad for us. Firstly, because we don't know if he's east or north or south, but also because we know that we're going to need to go a long distance to find his place. So that's what we're going to do.
Last question. 5 kilometers radar from Eltham station, and look, that is 5.1 kilometers away from me. So that means I'm barely outside the radar. Oh my god. I'm gonna die me. This is too good. I am gonna draw my cards for that. I'm gonna draw 2 and pick 1. So we've got a draw and expand 1 and a time bonus. So we're gonna take the draw and expand 1. We're gonna use it now, because why not? And so we take Curse of the Zoologist. That could be good. I don't think there's many animals here, but if I see an animal, then we're gonna do it.
Right, they're not within 5 kilometers of us, which is really annoying because they could either be down in Beckenham, around Croydon, or Bromley, I guess, or Thamesmead, or Emerson Park. Almost done. I need to warm up, so we're gonna walk to the airport. We have 3 cards right now. We can draw 4 more cards. I'm gonna try and find an animal for Curse of the Zoologist, even though it might be difficult to get it without revealing info. I don't know if I can find any animals anymore because it's really late. So it's a bit annoying now because we're using up a lot of our cards and it's not good. What we'll probably ask now is, compared to me, are you closer to or farther from the river? If they're closer to, then they could be in Emerson Park or Woolwich or Thamesmead, and then we can cancel out Bromley and Croydon, which is difficult. It's just so annoying because we're looking through this, but there's none of this that can help us, and we've used up all the somewhat useful ones. Could still be at so many stations. It's so difficult to narrow this down. We need to get lucky, and we've literally got lucky no times.
Yeah.
I think we'll do the river then. Might as well. So we're definitely risking a cast here by doing this. Draw 3, pick 1. We've asked him, compared to me, are you closer to or further from a body of water, aka the River Thames?
Unless he's like next to a random wave.
Yeah.
Okay. They've asked me if I'm closer or further from a body of water, and I said a bit closer. They are really far away from the Thames, and look, that means I'm not gonna wait. That means I get to draw extra cards. I think that's a draw 3, pick 1. So we're gonna take those cards now. So that is a draw 3, pick 1. So we're gonna draw 3. Discard 1, draw 2. Curse of the ransom note. I don't know if I can do that. And then there's a time bonus. So with my current hand, I have like a 9-minute time bonus. So I'm gonna take a discard 1, draw 2. And now we will say bye to this 9-minute time bonus, which I think is pretty decent, but we could probably get 9 minutes with this discard 1, draw 2. And we're gonna draw randomized question and veto question. We're gonna get rid of both of these. I feel happy with that. That is a really good draw. Randomized and a veto. That means we can pretty much get rid of 2 of their questions. Now we're back at the airport. It is like almost nighttime. We are still in Elton. You better get the move on, because we have until like 5:15 and 19 seconds. This could be good. The time might be up soon. You know, London City Airport is a scam. If you're gonna hide anywhere, hide at Heathrow. There's nothing about this airport that is good. They have 45 minutes to get here. It will take them 37 minutes to get here. And basically what I'm saying is, I think they've lost. They're stranded in South London. They've been at Eltham for like half an hour. I could do Curse with the Zoologist, but I don't really feel like doing that. I don't think I need anything else. Unless they head straight here. They run straight to that playground.
Okay, disaster on our end. They're closer to the Thames and we've got to take a bus, but it's all a mess because it's Sunday as well and it's raining. It's just all a mess, really.
Guys, it's raining. I'm gonna take cover.
We're leaving Eltham, but then because they're really close to the Thames, they'll go down to like Woolwich, maybe Greenwich, maybe even that place around City Airport.
It's really dark. 45 minutes.
So the situation is, he could either be west around Lewisham, North Greenwich, London City Airport, or he could be east towards Erith, and there's a big area there, Erith, Thamesmead, and also we can't use thermometers because we've used them up already. So we can't use them again unless we pay double. That's what we might have to do, pay double.
I'm not getting on a train. I'm gonna wait till 5:30.
Well, we're at Woolwich Arsenal now. We got off the bus. It's just a bit of a mess, really. We still got quite a big area where he could be. So we're just gonna do a thermometer. We're gonna get on the DLR and do a thermometer to like Silvertown City Airport kind of area. But yeah, there's like 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left until we end the game because we have to get home.
I've really fascinated, which is on my line, on the same line as me. Doing tomorrow, go back to the playground. They're going towards me.
Under the Thames, we're going to do a 1 kilometre thermometer between King George V and London City Airport, just to see if he's in the west around Canary Wharf or in the east around Thamesmead and Abbey Wood. If he's in the east, then we're going to have to go back to Woolwich because we're going basically sort of west now. But you have to remember also there's only 15 minutes left. Final guess, basically.
Guys, they're starting a thermometer at King George V and they're ending it here. They're going to end it here.
So, King George V, we started the thermometer. Let's see if he's west or east. Okay, well, we've done the thermometer, let's see.
This is so scary. They're at my station right now, at this very moment. Right here. That means I can't move. to him, but they don't know I'm here.
So, he's closer to London City Airport than King George V, meaning he's probably around Silvertown.
Here are the cards. Here are the cards. And we're gonna draw 2.
So, we've done a 2-kilometer radius, 2-kilometer radar from London City Airport. And the time is 5:19 and the game ends in 11 minutes.
And we're gonna draw another 2 for the. So they just asked another radar question, which is a 2-kilometer radar. I'm within. So first one was for the thermometer and the second one was for the radius. So 3 minutes. And cast the canvas feet. Oh my god, yes. Okay. I'm gonna roll a Google Doc.
He's within 2 kilometers of London City Airport, which means it's basically endgame, but it's not endgame, is it?
High key, I think he is in London City, like in the airport, like high key.
2 kilometers.
High key, actually.
Should we just spam some radars? Let's just spam. Okay, for the last 10 minutes, we're just spamming radars.
And that we might be able to
We've
get.
done a 500 meter radar. The time is 5:21, which means we have 9 minutes on the clock. And we're doing a 500 meter radar. And now we'll confirm whether or not he's in this station. 5:22. Guys, he's taking ages. Are you within 500 meters of London City Airport? This is not a question that should take years, okay? Are you within 500 meters or not? Just tell me, Austyn.
Okay guys, so I rolled the dice and it's even. This is insane. Okay, let me take a photo of the card. I sent them half of the cards. They just asked a 500 meter radar and I vetoed that. And then I gave them because the water rule. So now they have to go get water. And then, guess what I gave them? I gave them because of the gambler's feet. So now, what do they have to do? They have to roll a die every time they walk. So, they probably know I'm here now. But they know I'm within 2 kilometers of London City Airport.
He vetoed the question.
We can do another 500 for Dom.
He vetoed the question.
We can't do it again.
He won't even have time to curse us. That probably means he is at this station.
Yeah, okay, we should probably just
But do you think he's at this? He could still veto it if he's not, just to make us think that he is at this.
Yeah, that's just it.
Or maybe he's just using up his vetoes to end game anyway. But that's kind of boring. Why would you do that? He's already won, by the way.
Yeah,
just give us a chance to at least find you. Like, okay, what are we gonna do? The clock is ticking. It's 5:23 or 7 minutes.
I don't think that's enough. But for the video, do you think we should do it? For the video, like imagine we just.
Let's look through our stuff and let's find the most dramatic one. I think. Look, my prediction is that Austyn is at London City Airport. That's why he said, "Oh, it's such a good idea," because Sam did this. Sam went to the airport. Sam went to the airport in one of the episodes, and he thought it was a good idea, but then he got found within like 2 hours or something. It was a really bad idea.
Oh.
So it is a small idea because then there's a lot of places you can hide in an airport, right? But it's difficult because I don't know because he vetoed the question. Okay, so there's 4 minutes left, but he's still decided to make our lives misery. Okay, yeah, he's decided to make our lives misery and curse us with gambler's feet. So that means we can't walk anywhere without rolling the dice, and it's on the screen now because the editor. Anyway, there is 3 minutes left of the challenge, and obviously we're not going to find him either way, so I don't know why he's done that. Anyway, he likes making our lives misery, so we're so close, we can't find his hiding spot. I should also mention that he vetoed our... Yeah, he vetoed 2 questions so far. He vetoed the 500 meter radar that we did, which means he probably is here, he doesn't want to admit it. So a lot's going on, and it's the last 2 minutes now. Let's just go. Okay, so gambler's feet. 1 step.
Okay, this is good.
4. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, One more.
5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, he's not here. Let's go to the playground. Let's go to the playground.
London City Airport.
Playground.
Okay, well, curse you, Austyn. You just made it really boring for us. If you look, listen, genuinely, if you did not curse us,
Yeah,
firstly, we still wouldn't have found this hiding spot today.
Yeah, and
there's no way.
also-
Are you kidding me? In 5 minutes, we're gonna find your hiding spot. How paranoid can you be? Secondly, even if we did find this hiding spot, he would still have 1 more hour than me, plus his time bonuses.
Yeah.
I ended with a time of about 5 hours. It's been like 6 hours. It's been like maybe 5.5, 6 hours already. He's already won by like half an hour, even if we find him right now. So it's just paranoid on his behalf. I wish we could have gone around and at least tried to find him, and it would have been really funny if we found him before 5:30.
Well, alas, it was not.
It's a bit boring. So curse you, Austyn. If this video was boring, blame Austyn. Austyn's right here. Well, he's not, but explosion.
Yeah.
Austyn, curse you. I have gambler's feet, and also Austyn, you doubted us, but we were able to carry all 6 of these eggs back safely. Look, let me show you each of the eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yippee.
See, all the eggs are safe, which means you don't get 45 minutes. You greedy. Anyway, this is your station. Yeah, we deserve to win, honestly. Yeah. Austyn's a cheat. Austyn's a freaking. I swear to God, Austyn's a Austyn, and I swear I'm gonna and DLR London City Airport.
What?
Guys, this is the fraudster called Austyn who was camping out at London City Airport while we went all over South. You know how much torture we had to go through in Lewisham?
I saw that.
You know what happened in Eltham? Do you know what happened at Eltham?
No, what happened?
No, of course you don't. Eltham, it started raining. It was horrible. It was so depressing. Oh, really? Did it? But it was fine because you had. Exactly, so it's fine for you.
And then it started smelling.
Also, that is a rubbish.
So I left.
You don't deserve to. You do not deserve to hide. The best hiding space goes to me because for my amazing ditch. Okay.
Okay.
That is a horrible hiding
I
spot.
found a ditch.
But why didn't you hide in it? Why would you hide 2 meters outside the station? Yeah, why would you hide 2 meters outside the station?
I just got this. I was in WH.
That's a bit stupid.
I was in WH Smith.
Why would you risk it that much?
Stopped at my station.
Well, obviously we stopped at your station. I told you King George V to London City Airport.
I know, I didn't know.
You didn't know you were at London City Airport?
No, I didn't know until you said that. So then I ran out.
I told you 20 minutes ago.
I know, so I ran out there.
Well, this is a terrible hiding spot, and it's a very horrible hiding strategy when we're 20 minutes away to come to the station. You know what I was doing when you guys were 20 minutes away?
What?
I had been hiding in the ditch for hours. I had to find the exact position of my ditch because we had overnight. I had to go back to the ditch.
Anyway,
And this guy just went there. This guy was in a library. So I get the best hiding spot. I'm sure that all the commenters can agree. That's a horrible. But it's right outside the station. That's not very good, is it?
Playground half the time.
Really?
Yeah. Not that one.
For
the
hours?
One over there.
That's a bit odd.
For like an hour and a half.
That's a bit odd,
I
though.
sat in that playground.
Don't you look like a nonce?
Anyway, can you give me like the box?
Okay, well, the game ending. Time is 5:39.
Alright guys, I won.
He's a cheater. I'm the real winner. Hide and seek, hide and seek. Hide and seek.
Anyway.
Hide and seek season 2. No way! Explosion. Editor, add explosions.
I'm the I won!
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching everyone.
Bye.